Oh, hey guys. So currently, it's early. Been up since 0300, Eastern time. Currently, being brighted for some fucking reason. My brights are on. Whatever. Obviously not. But been up since 0300 Eastern time. It's currently 5:30 Eastern time. Well, 5:25. Yeah. Currently in Indiana, heading on I-80. That glow you see over there, that should be South Bend. I don't know if it's picking up on camera. There's an orange glow off in the distance, up in the clouds. But I am 5 months away from paying this truck off. And based off the mileage, with what I'm doing, it's probably going to be 750,000 miles when it's paid off. Which, based on the mileage at 407 when I bought it, paying it off in 2 years instead of 3 years, I obviously been just busting my ass to get this paid for, sacrificing a bit more home time over the first couple of years, just to get this over with. Because who likes a fucking truck payment? Not I. At least it's not a brand new truck payment. That'd be like $400 to $4,500. Imagine doing that for like 4 or 5 years, But with the truck being paid off, here soon, what's my plans? Well, besides getting immediately pretty much, I'm probably going to end up running 1 more month after it's paid off. So probably run for all of July, then go home for 4 or 6 weeks. Well, first is, since I have been sacrificing my self-pay while the truck's being paid off, I'm probably going to give myself a slight, bump in pay. It ain't going to be much. It's probably going to be like $1,200, $1,500 more a month, which... that's pretty much probably what it's going to be for a while until the rates go up, but I can live with that just fine. But besides that, the truck's going to go immediately into the shop, get a new clutch, get a new flywheel. I'm going to have them pop the transmission, look at the gears, see if there's any damage, see if the bill's going to get bigger. Fix since the transmission is down there, I'm going to replace the harness on the transmission too, the ribbon, the oil lines for the trans, because I'm still using the outdated quick disconnects on this, and the updated lines have real fittings. I don't know why they use the plastic quick disconnects. Like for those who know what water cooling, water cooling your computer looks like, the quick disconnects that that's pretty much what my transmission has. So yeah, fucking crazy, right? Yeah, because believe it or not, the same issue the quick disconnects have in the computer, they have here. Except I guarantee you, my transmission is under more pressure than your whole PC. But I'm going to replace those lines, and then while it's down there, replace the rear main seal and 2 timing gaskets. Which all of that work is probably going to be like 10, 12 grand, somewhere in that range. I added on a few things that I wasn't originally planning on doing, but I know the 2 seals, the clutch and flywheel, because it's a brand new clutch and flywheel, and seal, and oil lines were like $9,500 by themselves. So, with probably a third of that being the clutch and flywheel. I think a brand new clutch, remember right, it's like $2,500, something like that. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. But besides that, that's a real big repair coming up. You want to call it repair. It's more like getting ahead of it before it breaks down. So I'd call it more like PM. I know. And if I had to do it sooner, I guess it'll be done sooner. Rather not. I'd rather do it while I'm at home, you know. Especially if it lets me. But truck determines what truck determines. But other than that, I'd like to have it within 12 months, or within June, right? I'd like to have a new truck, second truck that is, and at least one trailer. Because right now, I lease all my trailers. I sold my other trailer. It wasn't worth what the issues I was having. And since that was a COVID trailer, I just sold it. Sold it back. I broke even on it. It wasn't too bad. It needed about 12 grand of work, and I didn't really want to commit to that, so I readjusted my strategy. Just had a lease trailer for now until I get this paid off and get some money freed up. Now, what truck am I looking at? And honestly, I'm kind of impressed with how this Volvo's treated me. I mean, yeah, I spent quite a bit of money, but like every part's got a shelf life, so it's been more. I consider, besides tires, you know, the amount of tires I went through the first year. You know, eating a set of chains buried under a dusting of snow and going through having to replace 3 tires immediately. You got a lot of people that just don't give a fuck about the brights. They don't care. Car passing brights on. This car coming up, low beam. See the difference? I mean, it's a stupid shit. I know, like, tires are generally like just normal wear and tear, but you don't expect to have a set of chains you run over in Oregon, over in the Dalles, you know, just buried under just slight dusting snow, slight dusting, and it's dark, and you can't see them. You just run them over a set of duals, and they catch us 3 tires. Well, one of them was patchable, but the fucking dumb fucks in the TA in Aurora over there in Oregon, you know, south of Portland, literally blew the tire apart. And I quote, they'd never seen that happen before. They patched it, and it blew apart. Which, honestly, what I think happened is a dumb fuck, because he didn't give me a lot of confidence. I was talking to him, because he asked me how I went through, like, how I had 3 holes in 3 different tires on the same side of the truck, and I told him I didn't have confidence in him based on that conversation. And it's a little windy, by the way, in case you guys want to know. I'm a little like this, pretty much, you know, a little windy. I think he put too much air in the tire and blew it up. Yeah, I was very pissed though. That was a good tire too. But yeah, Volvo, maybe Peterbilt with a Cummins. I'm not opposed to Freightliners. I just know there are going to be a lot more, you know, needing parts up front. But their parts are cheaper. But they're, I mean, I don't know. It depends. I'm probably going to try to stick to Volvos up, because I do plan on buying the Volvo software here also within next year. And that, and I can, that'll allow me to pretty much do everything the dealership could do. I'm not going to work on a lot of my trucks in depth, but I can, you know, troubleshoot. I can change parameters. I can do a lot of things. Pretty much anything the dealership can do, I can technically do. I have the capability, just not the know-how on some of the stuff. Like, I already got drivers that I could trust, 2 or 3. I know for one for sure. but I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. That's why right now I'm planning on getting one truck. I got the freight, so I didn't really need drivers. Really need, and then eventually get enough trucks for the drivers. Being not nicer though, the rates could go up a little bit more. But hey, if these spot rates hold for the next couple months, that's really good signs considering it's peak season, or not peak season. It's slow season is what I meant. I was gonna say off peak, but my brain said peak, and I'm not awake. You know, often doing this shit, I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning, driving. I mean, it's rare. If I'm up this early, it's because I'm in a warehouse. But the truck's been good too, though, since coming out of Christmas. Bobtail heading to the girl's house, or girl's family's house. I had it was very windy, but even Bobtail, I got 9.6, 9.7 MPG in the Northeast, heading from pretty much Boston to the Philly market. Not that impressive considering the slow speeds over there. But after at Christmas and the boost leaks was fixed, I got 10. So I mean, immediately, same winds actually. It was windy enough. It was more windy going back, but it was crosswinds, and I was being kind of pushed around a little bit. But hey, I mean, I got an increase in MPG. But with all this fucking wind with loads, this current load on the High right now, it's 35. And I've been in winds, pretty much good winds, ever since coming out of Christmas. This is normal for this time of year. But the truck is struggling to hold 6 MPG right now. But I did this last January, same lane. I have a new ELD provider, so and I don't know where my actual fuel tracker is. Kind of misplaced it, so I can't look back in January of last year to see what my MPG was. I want to say it's about the same, and maybe a little less. Well, maybe a little bit more, but I think last year was a little less, like 5.8, 5.7, something like that. I know before December I was 6'3", 6'4", so, which considering I've been up here, and this is, the elevation, and that deer got smoked there. Elevation and the wind, not too shabby. I know the truck down doing SoCal up to Maryland all over the summer, pretty much from June to about September, middle September. Oh, here comes Indiana. I lied, I was in Ohio. I'm in Indiana. I got 7.5 to 7.7, so I expect to get more MPG as it warms up than I did last year. But let's see, where would I buy the trailer and truck? Probably Pedigree. Probably. I mean, you get some pretty good deals over there. They do a lot of, they like to do deals where it's $5 down or $5,000 down on any trailer. $5,000 down or $5,000 match any trailer. They love to do $10,000 match on internationals, which I don't think I'll do. Maybe. Honestly, maybe. There are 826s and 11 speeds, which I'm not a fan of. But who knows? By the time I buy another truck, who knows what's over there? I know Prime's going to start getting international S13s. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. So, I mean, I'm very interested in those trucks. The S13 Internationals. Heard good things about them. I'm not opposed to the Internationals per se. I'm more opposed to the engines. I'm going to go through a toll booth here very quickly. You're going to hear me get a ticket. So So they do deals, I mean, but really only on internationals. I haven't decided what, like, if I want to spend money on the brand new reefer from them, meaning it'd be a used box but a brand new reefer. Because it's pretty much going to be 30 grand or 50 grand. That's the difference. But the extra 20 grand gives you a brand new reefer and warranty. And the payment, you know, isn't too shabby. It'd be about like $1,200 a month by the time I get it. And I'd probably try to make it get it paid off within 3 years. So, I mean, I can get it paid off in 2, but so I really want to throw $2,500 a month at a trailer, you know? Probably not. Probably not. It'd be really fucking nice though if Indiana would go to rolling toll booths. But that's wishful thinking. They're the only fucking state I have to now stop at a toll booth. Because Pennsylvania is now all rolling. Ohio's rolling with booths on the side. But I do like this Volvo, and I know Prime specs their Volvos with 215 rear ends, which you're gonna have all those people like, oh, there's no power. Okay, well, it's not all about the rear ends. It's a combination, the rear ends, the transmission, and the motor. You can have a downsped transmission, well, downsped motor with the, you know, 12, 13, 14 speed transmission, right? That climbs a hill at a lower RPM range just as fast as 264 rear end Volvo that I currently got. I always go to the oversized lane just because nobody ever comes over here, even though it doesn't matter right now. But nobody ever comes over here, so it's a lot easier. You can be surprised. By the way, in case you guys want to know, Apple Pay, Google Pay works at these. You can tap your phone at this shit. Ooh, a little fucking cold though.
Press button for ticket.
Let me get this ticket.
Processing. Please remove. Thank you.
Yeah, I've been spending money to get the Easy Pass, Best Pass. I was going to probably when the truck's paid off because they want some money down. They want you to preload it and well, for example, on 76 it's like $250 for fucking Best Pass or $170, whatever it is, and yeah, I want to make sure I can actually load it up quite a bit. But as of right now, based on the fact that Prime's got no internationals with the S13s yet, I think they're going to start. I think they're getting them this year now. It'd be Volvos with D13s, like I said, and that's probably my number one. Yeah, they're the most expensive truck, but they're all the A60s. So I mean, you get the luxury the A60 gives you. And these are the old gens, right? These aren't new gens. I probably won't see the new gens for 2 to 3 years at Pedigree. That's Prime's dealership company, pretty much. Though that will be interesting because we'll see what happens with those. I know they have a bit more problems right now, but it's all pretty much software shit, so it's getting you patched out. Most of the foundations, the physical parts of the truck, the hardware is fine, mechanical part is fine. It's the software shit, because pretty much everything in that Volvo is new, pretty much. But then you got the typical, just the Cummins Peterbilts, and I think they're 285 rear ends. But do I really? So Cummins is fine, other than a couple known issue points on the motor. But do I really want to deal with the Packard's known electrical issues? And I don't know. It's not that I really want to deal with. But it's better. I think this guy went to 68, 67. But I tried passing this guy last time, like an hour and a half ago, and he sped up when I went to go past him. So, yeah. Gotta love cars. The trailer's not so... Like the trailer, I can't go wrong with the trailer, really. Because their disc brake... There's a reason, this kind of gives you a reason why I'm kind of thinking Pedigree, more kind of mid of them. Well, because they take the super singles off, they give me 8 brand new duals, right? Their disc brakes, they have the scales on them. I could pay Pedigree to put E-Tracks in it, or do the bushings before I pick it up, you know, stuff like that. Also, if I could probably be only buy a truck from their Salt Lake terminal or their Springfield terminal. The piston one is the one I avoid because everybody but piston terminal it gets aligned and dynoed, and the dyno is the important thing. The alignment I can easily do myself, and I can do both myself. But the dyno is more appointment based, if anything, and the dyno will tell me really if the truck's really having problems from the get go. You know, there's something going on where it's not actually putting up numbers it's supposed to be doing. But I'd love to have this. I'd love to have at least a truck and trailer by next June. But also, who knows? I mean, this could easily all change. I remember, I've made a couple videos about my like 5-year plan, 2-year plans, and one surprise. I don't remember what I said in those. It won't surprise me if none of this happened. Won't surprise me one bit. But for those who don't know, I mean, yeah, you'd be like, well, you got to deal with drivers. I dispatched 5 drivers here at Brothers Graham. Well, I was running spot market myself, so kind of dealt with that already. There was a couple of drivers, really just one that I fucking hated dealing with. And it was my driver, so I couldn't just fire him, right? But he was a headache. And nobody else wanted him. I deal with him because I was the newest guy at that point. And it fucking sucked. But I mean, I had 3 drivers that I never had to worry about. They just did their job. And one driver, you know, every once in a while I have more of issues, but generally did his job. But like 3, I just gave them a load. They ran it. They didn't cause issues. I'm probably going to be pretty picky when it comes to putting drivers in my truck, so. Because I am opening up a lot of the liability here in the end of that point. Really what it comes down to is I also got to be able to trust that driver to take care of the truck and keep me informed of the issues. So I can make sure to take care of the truck too. It's always funny how certain drivers will like run for people, right, or companies, whatever, and they won't tell the company about the literal problems, like, oh, this tire needs to be replaced, it's got a bald spot, or it's starting to cup, or whatever. And then all of a sudden, like, they'll let that little problem because they don't want to go to a truck stop, right, and go in a shop, even though you can easily, if you're on like a more like dedicated route like this, for example, you will know where the slower truck stops are, or the ones that get you in and out, and easily just go there. But no, they'll run it, milk it, and then next thing you know, it blows, it takes out a fucking airbag, or wraps around the fucking axle, or some stupid shit, right? But guess I'll be signing up for that, because I do know my 5-year plan is get the fuck out of this truck. That's get out of this truck, be at home. But I need to be around 5 trucks for that at least. And the first 2 trucks, well, okay, this truck excluded, but so this truck 2 and 3 are going to probably be the slowest ones I acquire. But after that, the other 2 should be quicker. It's just keeping drivers in them. But generally, keep a driver busy and paid is a little. They seem to, just want to stick around. But anyways, like I said, I told you I was gonna be doing different things with videos, trying to change it up, leave a little bit more entertaining. That way, you guys can also, kind of throw your thoughts, your peas in, because I fucking love peas. I don't know about Q's, I love peas. Peas are probably one of my favorite vegetables. I like food. I'm not too picky with food. But this will allow you guys to partake in discussions or give me something to actually talk about. But anyways, you guys be safe out there. Until next time, bye.